More than 87% of Filipinos have access to electricity, but far-flung communities remain in the dark. One organization has made its mission to be that spark of hope by providing an alternative source of energy. Joining us on Goodwill is the president of One Meralco Foundation, Jeffrey Tarayao. Good morning, Jeffrey.
Good morning,
So
Jean.
please tell us about this project.
3 years ago, we started a school electrification program. Today, we've finished about 120 schools already. And we go to schools which we call missionary because they're very far away. They're located in island communities. They're located in mountains. So they cannot be, or it's very difficult for them to be connected to the grid, even to the grid of the local electric cooperatives. And we focus on the public schools. One of the reasons is that, the children, the students, and the teachers will never have the same opportunity or experiences in learning, similar to what we've experienced when we went to school, if these schools are not energized. Electrification of schools means teachers are now being able to use multimedia tools for teaching and delivery of learning, and students being able to discover new stuff because they're connected to the internet. So I guess that's where the spark of hope begins. When you put electricity in the schools, the imagination of both teachers, students, and then eventually their families and their communities really become wide.
But these are places which are off the grid, as
Yes,
you
they're
mentioned.
off
So
the
what
grid.
you use is actually solar power.
Solar, yeah.
Okay, tell us more about that system.
Well, solar power systems is the most appropriate for the schools because they're self-generating. The teachers and the students can easily manage it because we also train the teachers and students how to handle it.
So what you put there is a 1 kilowatt solar photovoltaic system.
Yes,
Is that
yes,
enough for that
yep.
school?
Well, for schools which has or have about 500 students, it can power up 5 laptop computers. That's the kind of electrification that we do. We don't only energize lighting or ventilation. We have to help energize internet connectivity, access to computers, because that's the only way when electrification can make a difference in the lives of the students.
And it seems that with this project, the schools are able to save as well as even incur revenue.
Yes, because first, they don't have to pay now monthly bills because it's self-generating. Second, some schools are very entrepreneurial because they're the only ones who have power source in their communities. They would start charging stations, and families would be able to charge their rechargeable lamps or, of course, cell phones, and then charge with a very minimal fee. That now helps the school maintain the solar facilities for repair or if it gets damaged.
You've reached around 100 islands. So you started in Batangas and has gone all over the Philippines with that. What was your most memorable location where you started this project?
There are a lot. When we were starting this, I was able to go to, for example, Dinagat Islands in the mountains of South Cotabato. You see, I met one father who was 52 years old at that time and told me, I only saw electricity when I was 51, when you energized the school of my daughter. I never felt that soft drinks can taste better if it's cold, and if I can learn how to read better when I was doing karaoke, because now their communities are energized. You also see very inspiring stories of children who really wanted to get out of their villages because they feel very hopeless. And now that their teachers have become better because of electricity, they now want to become leaders in their own community. Many of the schools we've energized are schools which cater to indigenous kids. And so, you bring a lot of hope and opportunity to these kids so that they can stay and improve their own communities.
Okay, just very quickly, you've sparked hope. How do you maintain it? Is there a plan to go outside of schools? Maybe connect it to the grid and provide electricity to the homes?
Well, that's something that we're looking at, no? But we need a lot of partners for this. We're very lucky that the Department of Education and the National Electrification Administration have been very, very cooperative in this project.
Okay, we look forward to that plan.
Yeah.
Coming up with the new tax guidelines for